Welcome to class. Just find a nice, comfortable seat in Sukhasana or easy cross-legged pose. And roll your shoulders down your spine. Rest your hands on your knees or your thighs. And start taking some nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Inhale, fill up your belly, fill up your chest. And exhale, let it all out. Feel the connection of all of the parts of your body to the ground. Inhale and bring your arms up over your head or reach for the sky. Exhale, bring your left hand to the mat beside you. Lean over, reach to the side. Breathe. Try to bend a little deeper and try to reach a little further. Turn your chest and your face to look up. Inhale back through center and exhale to the other side. Continue to breathe. And bend a little deeper and reach a little further. Turn your chest and your head to look up. Inhale, bring both of your arms up over your head. Try to touch the ceiling. And exhale, bring your hands together, heart center. Bring the soles of your feet together and pull your heels in towards your groins, letting your knees fall towards the floor. Take a hold of your feet. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, fold at your hips and bring your chest close to your feet. Allow your head to hang and your shoulders to round. Breathe. And just feel the stretch on the back of your neck and the tops of your shoulders. Allow yourself to completely release. Place your hands on the mat in front of you. Slowly come up. And bring your hands back behind you, below your shoulders, and lift your chest. Keep your head looking forward. Option to lift your hips up into the air. Bring your hips back down to the mat and your ankles out to the side and back behind you, and come up onto all fours. Place your wrists below your shoulders, your knees below your hips. Untuck your toes and put the weight into the tops of your feet. Inhale, bring your belly towards the mat. Look up at the ceiling. Exhale, push into your hands. Arch your back. Point the top of your head at your mat. Continue to flow at your pace with your breath, inhaling through cow and exhaling through cat. One more round. Walk your hands forward just a little bit, tuck your toes under, and lift your hips up for downward facing dog. Alternate the bend in your knees or walk out your dog, just warming up the backs of your legs. And start to walk your feet forward. Slowly, without bending the knees, until your feet meet your hands. Allow your head to hang, your shoulders to round, come into a forward fold. Breathe. Breathe into the backs of your legs. And slowly start to roll up. Allow the arms and the head to hang. And when you get to your shoulders, roll your shoulders down your spine. Your head comes up last. Come into Tadasana. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Lift up all 10 of your toes and spread them wide. Feel the engagement in your legs all the way up. Engage the thighs and the bum and pull the belly button in towards your spine. Bring your palms face forward, spread the fingers. Inhale, bring your arms up over your head, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, fold at your hips and bring your hands to the mat in front of you. Inhale, look up halfway, plant your palms on your shins. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, plant your palms and step your feet back to the top of a push-up and breathe. Bring your wrists right below your shoulders and pull your heels up over the balls of your feet. Pull your belly button into your spine. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower your body down to the mat in one line. When you get there, untuck your toes, roll your shoulders down your spine. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, back down. Start to flow with your breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Keep the legs engaged and the elbows in at the sides of your body. Option to lift your hands with every inhale, using just the lower back to guide you up. And exhale down, inhale up. Tuck the toes, come up through the knees and make your way back up to downward facing dog. Breathe here. And bend the knees and push your chest closer to your thighs. And bend your knees, bringing them down to the mat. And bring your right foot up into the air and then cross the center line of your body, bringing your right foot to the left side and turn to look at the foot, stretching out the right side of your body. Breathe. And bring the right leg out to the right and turn to look over your right shoulder at the foot, feeling the stretch on the other side. Breathe. Bring your knee back to center and switch sides. Bring the left leg up into the air and cross the center line, coming to the right side of the body and turn to look over the right shoulder. Feel the stretch of the left side of your body. And bring the leg back through center over to the left side and turn to look over the left shoulder at the foot. Stretching out and warming up both sides of the body to prepare you for your day. And bring your knee back to center. And spread your knees out wide, bringing your big toes together. Push your hips over your heels and bring your chest down towards the mat. Child's pose. Really let go here. Option to stay right where you are or walk your hands over to the right for a little more side stretch. And if you chose to walk the hands over to the right, then feel free to walk them over to the left. And really breathe here. And bring your hands back to center. And come back up onto all fours. And walk the hands forward just a little bit and lift the hips back up for downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, bring your right leg up into the air behind you. Exhale, stack the hips one on top of the other, bend the top leg. Inhale, square the hips, reach the heel up towards the sky. Exhale, float forward, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, bring the leg up into the air behind you. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, float forward one last time, knee to chest. Bring the right knee to the right wrist on the ground. And walk the left leg back, making your way into pigeon. Just make sure that back leg is nice and straight. And you have the option to stay upright, or if it feels good, walk the hands away from you, folding forward into sleeping swan or sleeping pigeon. Breathe here. Stay in the center of your pelvis. And feel the stretch on the outer right hip and the front of the left thigh. Breathe. Slowly bring your hands back to the mat in front of you. You have the option to bend the left leg and take a hold of the inner arch with the left hand. Release the foot, tuck the toes, plant the palms, and step back to downward facing dog, slowly walking out the hips. Or option to vinyasa here. Vinyasa is plank, chaturanga, cobra or up dog, and down dog. Other side. Inhale, bring the left leg up into the air behind you. Exhale, stack the hips one on top of the other. Top leg bent. Inhale, square the hips, reach the heel up. Exhale, float forward. Three-legged plank. Bring the left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, up, three-legged dog. Exhale, back down. Left knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, float forward, knee to chest, and then bring the left knee to the left wrist on the mat. For pigeon on the other side, plant the palms. Make sure the right leg is nice and straight behind you. Option to stay up, supported by your hands, or walk the hands away from the body, folding the body forward. Really breathe here. And let go. Slowly come back out, planting the palms, tuck the back toes, lift the hips, step back to downward facing dog, walking out the hips. And slowly walk the feet towards the hands, coming to a forward fold. Now take your feet out as wide as your mat and point your feet at 30-degree angles, pointing away from each other. And then bend down, start to feel into the hips, stretching them out, making your way into yogi squat, eventually bringing both of the heels to the mat, the elbows to the inside of the knees, the hands to prayer, the bum towards the mat. And then come down onto all fours. And tuck the toes under. Make sure all 10 of the toes are included. Reach back, tuck them under if you can. And then come to place all of the weight onto the heels. You have the option to sit here, or if you like, add some stretches in the arms. Bring the right arm up, bend it, place the hand behind your back. Use the left hand to push a little deeper. Do this to both sides. Stretching out the arms. Option to keep going. Bring the right arm out in front of you across the body and hook it with the left elbow. Stretching out the shoulders. What you do to the right, make sure you do to the left. And breathe. Slowly bring your hands to the mat, untuck the toes. Option to tap the tops of the feet on the mat. Keep the toes untucked, sit back on the heels, and bring your hands to the mat below your shoulders. Option to stay here, lift the knees. Stretching out the front of the ankles, the tops of the feet. Now stay here or take your mat and move it against a wall for an inversion. If you're new to inversions, one of the rules is to not ever jump up unless there's a wall behind you. So feel free to pause the video and move your mat. Then come onto all fours and bring your elbows below your shoulders. Measure the distance by taking a hold of the elbows and then bring your hands together, interlock your fingers. Make a bowl with your hands. Come down onto your head, either the crown of your head or the hairline, and then tuck your toes and lift your knees. Keep the legs nice and straight. And slowly walk the feet towards your body. Bring one leg up into the air, and either the second leg follows or use that leg to jump up with the wall behind you. Bring both of the legs up into the air and really pull into core. Bring the shoulder blades down the spine and really engage the back muscles. Reach through the balls of the feet. Pull the belly button into the spine. Breathe. Option to stay here right where you are, or you can add a little challenge of folding at your hips and slowly bringing the feet down to lightly tap the ground in front of you. And then engage, bring them all the way back up. Breathe. The same way you got in is the same way you get out. So bring one leg down to the mat, bend the knees, and then make your way into child's pose. Don't bring your head up right away. Just take some time to recalibrate here. Knees nice and wide, big toes touching. Arms out in front of you. Bend your elbows, bringing your hands below your shoulders and come up onto all fours. And cross your ankles behind you, sit down on your mat and bring your legs out in front of you. Walk your heels away from you and sit up nice and tall. Flex your feet. Inhale, bring your arms up over your head, and exhale, fold at your hips. Walk your hands to either your knees, your shins, your ankles, or your feet. Allow your head to hang and your shoulders to round. And then bring your hands to the outside of your knees and slowly make your way back up to sitting. Bend your knees, place the soles of the feet on your mat, pull your hips towards your heels and come down onto your back. Take your right ankle, place it on your left knee. And bring your left knee in towards your body. Flex your feet, breathe, figure of four stretch. And bring the left foot back down to the mat and let the feet fall over to the left. Option to turn your head and look over your right shoulder. Bring your knees back into center. Place the right foot on the mat and the left ankle on the right knee. Left knee falls away from the body. Option to bring the right knee in towards the chest and interlock the fingers behind the thigh. Keep the feet flexed to protect the knees. Breathe. Bring the right foot down to the mat and let the legs fall over to the right. Turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Bring your head back into center. Inhale your knees back to center. Exhale, bring both of your knees into your chest. Hug them in. Option to stay here or to come into happy baby pose. Bring the soles of the feet up to face the ceiling and take a hold of the outer edges of the feet, pulling the knees down towards the ground. Option to stay stationary or roll from side to side, massaging out the lower back. Stay here as long as you wish. And when you are ready, slowly make your way into Shavasana. Push the back of your head into your mat and roll your shoulders down your spine. Allow your hands to fall away from your body and your palms to face the ceiling. Take a deep breath in all the way to the bottom of your lungs. And then let it out. Just let go of your breath and allow your body to breathe itself. Take all of the thoughts that you have in your head right now and just allow them to ooze out of the crown of your head, onto your mat, and away from you. And start to relax your body, beginning with the top of your head. Relax your forehead and feel your eyes grow wide. Feel your eyes sink into the back of your head. Relax your cheeks. Relax your jaw. Let the tongue fall from the roof of your mouth. Relax your throat and your neck and let any tension ooze out of the tops of your shoulders onto your mat and away from you. Relax the muscles that run along your spine. Relax your arms and your wrists and your hands. Relax your chest and your abdomen and let your hips be wide. Relax your thighs and your knees. Your shins and your calves. Your ankles and your feet. To wiggle your fingers and your toes. Waking up the body. Pull your knees up into your chest. Hug them in. And eventually roll over onto your right side and use your bicep as a pillow. Use the strength of your left hand to push yourself all the way up into sitting. Keep your eyes nice and heavy. Roll your shoulders down your spine. Rest your hands on your knees or your thighs. And take a nice, long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. Let it out with a sigh. Yeah, let's do that again. Inhale, fill up your belly, fill up your chest. Exhale, let it all out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And bring your hands together at the center of your chest. Bow your head. And thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice this morning, afternoon, or evening. From my heart to yours. Namaste.